Triple J says yes. Find the car of your dreams. Know how much you're approved for and what your trade-in is worth instantly online at triplejguam.com. Get a real-time view of every car in our inventory. Pre-qualify instantly and save time at the dealership. Triple J says yes.
Off day, Nick Delgado. Now you're cruising with KUAM in this round, and in the hot seat is Paul Claros, the head coach and owner of CrossFit Guam. And of course, you know, staying in shape is going to be a tough thing for many people this time of year as we have those holiday meals. But let's just see what he has to say about his gym and some of the programs he has available. All right, hey Paul.
How you doing?
Good. So, go ahead and tell us a little about how you got your gym started.
Well, if you don't know, I've been an avid athlete since I was a kid, of course, you know, playing up American football. And then, of course, through high school, track and field, football as well. And then it wasn't until we were actually my senior year with my brother in 1997, actually. We went to one of the mini SPGs. I think it was in American Small. There we actually had a discussion about what we actually want to do with our future. And being, of course, athletically gifted, and in terms of just moving forward with our life and looking as a career, we kind of decided that we wanted to own a gym or run something to that nature. Fast forward, almost I'm gonna say almost about 20 years later.
Okay.
I have already graduated from the University of Guam, of course, and my brother graduated with his doctorate in physical therapy. So about 4 years ago, we started CrossFit Guam, or Custom Fitness CrossFit Guam, and it literally came out just from a conversation at a dinner table, saying, okay, he was on vacation. I'm like, okay, brother, are you ready to come back? He's like, okay, let's go. So at the same time, we looked at some logos and this and that. So within 6 months, we brought in Samantha Sablon and Steven Sablon, and we were off and running. Okay. And our first facility was about 1,500 square feet, and the building's no longer there. It's the same, I forgot, the corn building basically. Yeah. And then the current building is the former Ambrose, and we currently occupy about 15 to 16,000 square foot of space, basically 10 times the size. Wow. Yeah.
And so, when people see your gym, what can they expect?
So if you don't know, Custom Fitness is, first and foremost, we're a functional fitness facility. And then what that means is basically we cater and teach movements that will help your everyday life. So it's not necessarily trying to be the world's strongest guy or the fastest or the most athletic, but we just try to help people make their lives better, live their lives better, and just be happy that they can move and move freely and things like that. So of course, when you come to our gym, they can expect, of course, our prime driver that drives a lot of our business is, of course, CrossFit Guam. And with CrossFit Guam, we have a bunch of spin-offs, of course, variations of that. We have the adult version, which is, of course, CrossFit Guam. Then we have a basics version, which is basically an intro to CrossFit and also caters to a lot of the older population. Nice. So that's kind of, honestly, we kind of made the basics class for, you know, we saw age gap between people that actually felt comfortable in the gym environment. So we kind of created that for them. And then, of course, we have our CrossFit Kids Guam, which caters to anywhere from about 2-3 years old, if they can kind of pay attention for long enough, to about 12, 13. And of course, we have the other age group, which is our teens strength and conditioning, which is about 13 to about 18 years old. Yeah. So we offer a variety of things to every age group, you know, like I said, from about 3 years old and on.
Now, with the variety of programs you have for all ages and for pretty much anyone that's interested in trying it out, how can you explain when they hear CrossFit? What is that? Okay,
so I'm sure, especially I know, depending on what side of the fence you're on in terms of like the gym rat versus someone that is open-minded about how working out is, and everyone has their own expectations and their ideas. But the basic essence of CrossFit goes like this: it's basically constantly varied, all right, functional movement at high intensity. Being said that we use an assortment of modalities, which include monostructural, so we call that kind of like your cardiovascular elements, things such as running, swimming, biking, rowing machine, skier. Then you have a gymnastics element, which would consist of a lot of the body weight movements, general things, push-ups, sit-ups, squats, muscle ups and so forth. And then you have your weightlifting element, so anything basically loaded. And of course, with the weightlifting element, you have the squat, the clean and jerk, you know, and the snatch, all these things that are loaded with the barbell. And what they've done is basically mix and match certain elements to stimulate the body in a way that I think no fitness program has done before. Okay. And it just puts people in a situation where I'll be very honest, uncomfortable. And so, like I said, so it's you stand on both sides of the fence, being comfortable or uncomfortable. And CrossFit does put you in an environment where you're uncomfortable because of the skill sets that need to be learned. Like I'll give you a prime example. Some skills such as jump rope. Mm-hmm. People are not very good at jump rope. And so with jump rope, and so they've kind of made it from jump roping to double under, which is 2 rotations in 1 jump. Right. So just a skill alone like that, some people can catch on really fast. Some people it takes them a while. So like I said, they've kind of upped the skill level in terms of certain movements. Now the beauty of CrossFit is that although the skill set is broad, all right, and it can be difficult, but it can be geared to anybody. So once again, like I said, I'll give you a prime example for jump ropes. If it is dictated in the workout that you must do double unders, and let's say your skill set is not dictated to that, or you just feel uncomfortable with it, then you can just stick to singles. So regardless of the movement, okay, you're still getting the same workout or benefit as the same person doing the same thing, and that's the beauty of it.
Triple J says yes. Find the car of your dreams. Know how much you're approved for and what your trade-in is worth instantly online at triplejguam.com. Get a real-time view of every car in our inventory. Pre-qualify instantly and save time at the dealership. Triple J says yes. Triple J says yes. Find the car of your dreams. Know how much you're approved for and what your trade-in is worth instantly online at triplejguam.com. Get a real-time view of every car in our inventory. Pre-qualify instantly and save time at the dealership. Triple J says yes.
And speaking of working on just exercise in general, I mean, this time of year, there's always a lot of pressure out there on people to eat in moderations, of course, because families, barbecues, you name it, this time of year during the holiday season, there's a lot of them. Yeah. And so is this something that people can try and use to balance out?
So I'll be honest, and we always kind of tell our athletes this, right? And we call everyone that comes into our gym an athlete. And I said, you know, at the end of the day, they come in for 1 hour. The classes are 1 hour. We do have open gym all day on Monday through Friday as long as we open. But usually most of our athletes are geared to that 1 hour workout a day. And we understand that life happens. VSs happen, kids happen. And we only say that for this 1 hour, you're gonna put as much effort as you would do anything else in. And that's the kind of idea that we want to push forward out of the gym. So we always say, so an athlete says, man, coach, I'm not seeing as much results as I thought. So how many times do you come to the gym? Oh, 2 out of, you know, we're open 6 days a week, maybe 2 out of 6 days. So how do you expect to gain any type of advancement or being fitter if you only put in 2 out of 6 days of work? So same thing goes with diet. If you're only putting 2 out of 6 days, it's not going to help you. Yeah. So we just kind of tell them to balance, and for our biggest things, it's not food restriction. It's being able to balance life and just kind of manage things and kind of box through it. You know, some people sit down for a business meeting, there's no way you can avoid what's in front of you. You can't. It's there. And some people, you know, and we're on Guam, it's rude not to take food in front of you. It's rude not to finish the last thing on the plate. So but we can manage by putting ourselves in better situations, you know, not eating that, not drinking that extra soda, not picking up that extra lumpia, cutting my rice portions in half, eating leaner meats, you know, meat, stuff like that.
It might be hilarious to some people who are used or accustomed to that.
Yeah, but it really makes a difference. So put it this way: if you pick and choose and cut some 300-400 calories every day, by the end of a week, you might be able to cut a pound and not even know it. And it goes the same way. If you add 300-400 calories, 500 calories a day, you're gonna gain a pound. You know what I mean? So it goes both ways, and it's just you have to just kind of have that mindset where I need to manage my life. And the same thing going to the gym. It's hard for someone to hit the gym every day or things like that. Like I said, life happens, and we expect that. especially with our athletes, that they just commit to that 1 hour, and then after that, then you commit to your lifestyle. Yeah.
And you mentioned like that one athlete who says he comes in 2 to 6 days out of the week, the 6 days that you guys are open. Is there a recommended time frame? Like, should I go 3, 4 every day?
So what we always recommend with our new athletes would be something similar to maybe a Monday, Wednesday, Friday rep scheme. Okay. And of course that'll be a good. And what you want to do is find it manageable first. Mm-hmm. And the biggest thing is we want to always set our athletes up for success. Mm-hmm. So by me saying come 5 straight days, you know that's not going to work, and we're already putting them in a position where we know they're going to fail.
So much for them to think of already.
Yeah, exactly. So by putting them on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, they can be like, okay, that's 3 days out of 6 days, then I can manage that. Once they're able to manage that, then we can up that thing. Remember, lifestyle it's long, right? So it's not like 3 weeks and then I'm out of there. You need to put it part of your lifestyle. So after 3, let's say I go for the gym every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 3 months. Guess what? My life is good. I think I need a little bit more challenge. I'm balanced. Guess what? I add another day. I can do a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and then of course that trend continues. And we've seen people start with maybe same thing 2 or 3 times a week, and then now we see them 5 days a week. And sometimes we have to tell people to go home because they're in the gym too much. Okay. Just one of those things. And especially, the beauty about CrossFit, and of course our CrossFit community at CrossFit Gulf Mecca, is that we're such a supporting bunch. Yeah. I mean, when someone hits a PR or does something special, and it could be menial for someone other one, but for that person, it's such a special thing that everyone kind of stands behind that person. And that's the beauty of like what we trying to do here at CrossFit Gulf Mecca. It makes a huge difference in someone's life if they can hit that PR, or they can achieve they can cut 30 seconds off their mile time. So things like that just really drive us as coaches, and I think our community at CrossFit Gulf Mecca.
Triple J says yes. Find the car of your dreams. Know how much you're approved for and what your trade-in is worth instantly online at triplejguam.com. Get a real-time view of every car in our inventory. Pre-qualify instantly and save time at the dealership. Triple J says yes. Triple J says yes. Find the car of your dreams. Know how much you're approved for and what your trade-in is worth instantly online at triplejguam.com. Get a real-time view of every car in our inventory. Pre-qualify instantly and save time at the dealership. Triple J says yes.
Is there such a thing as too much exercise?
Oh, something, and with everything, it comes with ups and downs, right? Yeah. So like, for example, we try to cater our athletes into terms of cycling on and off, and there is too much exercise, but the way that we program at CrossFit Gulf Mecca, that we have maybe 2.5 weeks of hard stuff, and then of course, as long as you're doing your mobility outside of the gym or during and before class, eating healthy, then it becomes manageable. Now, we say too much is when, like, okay, I need to lose 5 pounds by next week, and then I'm at the gym every single day for 3 hours. Then that becomes too much because it's unmanageable and it's just not right for you. You know what I mean? You're setting yourself up to failure, thinking that's gonna be the easy way out. Yeah.
Okay, and it sounds like it can get really competitive. I mean, there's competitions as well.
Yes, correct. CrossFit. So CrossFit Gulf Mecca, basically, when we started in 2013, we had a competitor. His name was Eric Sweet. He was our first regional athlete from our gym. The next 2 years, we actually sent 2 more teams, though, two more team competitions. And then I'll be very honest, they moved it. They moved the regionals to another location, which becomes not very good for us because it's so expensive. For example, I think it's in Australia now. So for us to send a team of I think 5 or 6 individuals, I mean, in excess of $15,000 easily. Mm-hmm. So what we've done is we kind of geared and changed our athletes to go to, there's an Asia Championships now that within the Asia region, and basically in specifically Manila Throwdown. So we've had very good showings from there. In the last 2 years, we've had the women champion. I myself won last year in the Manila Throwdown for the the Masters division,
Yeah,
which I'm proud of.
congratulations! I saw the award, the trophy up in the gym.
So yeah, I'm super. We're all super proud of that, and we have numerous athletes that participate in that and do very well. And then so what we've done is we've actually we've came up with an idea with my brother and Eli Monch, and we decided that we're gonna do one for Guam, and basically on the same scale. And we've done heats or throwdowns in our own gym, and then what our goal is we expanded it. So on February 2nd at Sheraton, the onliners are actually online right now. Excuse me, they're released on the December 15th. We're going to be able to host an open division, and within the open division, what's going to happen is the top 8 qualifiers in the open division will move to the elite division. So that way, there's no like, man, this is too hard for me. So you already know the top of the top will rise, and then they'll kind of move into the elite, and everyone else will be placed in like an open division. The rest of the qualifiers
pretty much fill them out.
Yes. And basically what the open division is catered to every athlete. Now, yes, they are CrossFit type movements, but I'll tell you this, any athlete from any gym would be able to do those movements, and that's what we kind of geared it to. That way we're not pigeonholing ourselves to only CrossFit gyms. So I mean, a guy from Paradise Fitness would be able to do the qualifier and probably qualify because the movements itself are fairly general and simple. And then we also have a Masters, which are basically 35 and above, and so those are catered to, like, you know, people that a little bit older like myself. Okay, and so after the online qualifiers, we'll be able to what do you call that? They're gonna have a finals on February 2nd at Sheraton, and from there we'll actually determine basically who's the fittest of the fittest on Guam. I mean, yeah.
And this is Uproar, right?
Yeah, it's called Uproar. Right now, I think on Facebook it's Uproar Guam, and on Instagram it's Uproar Guam. Yeah, just press, I think it's just Uproar.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, one of our biggest things is our push for this is to try to create an environment for not just CrossFit athletes, but I think all athletes in general. Because before I was a CrossFit athlete, I was a regular athlete, and I'll be very honest, people like to distinguish the two. There's no distinction. It's just a type of belief system that we have and what kind of we do. Like I said, all walks of life can be able to do kind of that event, and should be able to do that event. It's pretty cool. I think what's going to happen is if you do qualify for the event, every athlete receives swag bags. You know how those things go. Really nice gear, stuff like that. And if you don't qualify, basically since you did sign up for the online qualifier, you'll be able to attend the event for free. You know, and especially good because the CrossFit community on Guam is really, really supportive, and I think that
it's really growing.
Yeah, and every gym gets behind their athletes, you know, and you might not see it on Facebook or Instagram, but when you're there at the event, you can clearly see that the athletes are there for each other.
Triple J says yes. Find the car of your dreams. Know how much you're approved for and what your trade-in is worth instantly online at triplejguam.com. Get a real-time view of every car in our inventory. Pre-qualify instantly and save time at the dealership. Triple J says yes. Triple J says yes. Find the car of your dreams. Know how much you're approved for and what your trade-in is worth instantly online at triplejguam.com. Get a real-time view of every car in our inventory. Pre-qualify instantly and save time at the dealership. Triple J says yes.
Is there at least one athlete where you can share a really memorable story? You don't have to name them, but just like how you've had an impact, or your gym's had an impact on their life.
Well, she's not here anymore. Her name is Sarah, and you know, she came to our gym from another, recommended from another CrossFit gym, and you know, when she first started, very you know, just very quiet, just doing her own thing, and of course she joined them. You know, like I said, our community is very strong, and she partnered with one of our other girls, Lindsay, and you know, stuff like that, and what they did was, there's actually 3 of them. They're called the 3-headed dragon, right? And so these girls, they started to bond and join and just start training, and these girls just became a beast in about 3 years. And I choose Sarah specifically because she's dedicated her time and effort in and out of the gym through her nutrition, you know, through her training itself, and through just being able to prepare herself for competition. And she's done really good for herself. She's actually right now she's pregnant, so yeah, she's pregnant right now, but we're just waiting for that day when that baby comes. But for me personally, we're super happy for her, because she came from literally not just thinking she's an ordinary athlete to excelling beyond every expectation that I could ever have for her as a coach, you know. So yeah, I think that's an athlete that, and because I'll be very honest, I do program a lot of hard stuff, but you know, never once did I have the look of, are you kidding me? Do I really have to do this? It was always, no problem, I got this, we got it covered. You know, if anything, it's, this is all? Is this what you're giving me? You know?
That's good.
Yeah.
So you kind of ease them into it and let them realize that they can do this.
Yeah. So, you know, especially with our gym, you know, for our gym, if you don't know, our mascot is a lion, and we basically pride ourselves in having that kind of, I'm not gonna say ego, but understanding that that's what our pride comes from. Like, we are all there for each other, and we have to have that kind of backing and, you know, inner idea that no matter what we do, we're gonna accomplish it. And I think as coaches, all of our coaches transcend that idea through all our athletes. Like I said, you don't have to be an elite athlete. I mean, we have people that come in that are, you know, just want to be there for fitness, and all of a sudden they're there, and we see them every 4:30 class. Like every Monday through Friday, they're there every 4:30 class. And then you see guys that, you know, they come in 40 pounds out of shape, and then you see them taking their shirts off, and like, you know, like, wow, where did all that weight go, you know? So just got things like that. I mean, it's a huge accomplishment, I think, as a gym itself, and I think in terms of our community, because our community really pushes each other. We always have monthly events. They're called Barbers and Brews and stuff like that, and there's different types of challenges and things like that. And every time we have these events, I mean, we're having more than half the gym come out, support each other, and like I said, they're not even participating. They just want to hang out, you know.
Right, because it's like family there.
It is like family, and you'd be surprised. You know, I'll be very honest, and we always have. We have a huge military clientele. Okay, and so these guys come in, and I'll be very honest, in the corner, kind of in their by themselves for a little bit, and then within 3 weeks, man, I'm so and so. Then all of a sudden, from these outsider guys to friends, and then now turn family. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of it. They transcend into us being part of their family, because they're so far from home, you know, and they appreciate as much as we can do for them, they do for us, you know, because it's such a warming experience for us to touch anyone out there. And the only sad thing about it is they have to leave. Yeah. And that's the hardest thing for us, is that we become their friends, we become their family, and all of a sudden it's like, Coach, I'm leaving in 3 months, or and some of them won't even tell us they're leaving. They'll just give us a WhatsApp message saying bye. You know, and because it's hard for them to, you know, for us to see them leave. Right. But you know, we're okay with that, because, you know, for us, we've made an impact in their lives, and they've made an impact in our lives. And the biggest thing is, we always say rep the line, and that's our biggest thing, is rep the island. They already know what that means, and so every time they go off island, they always tag us, you know, rep the island, or rep the island, you know, CrossFit Guam or Custom Fitness. Nice. But it's a good thing that we have our like I said, our big community here at CrossFit Guam.
It's good because they get to bring that experience and the name from where they're working out back to wherever they go to.
And you know, when they come back, we've had people come back to Guam, just, you know, like a quick deployment, or passing through the area, and they tell us, you know, Coach, thank you, you know, thank you. And, you know, I've never really was able to see anything else besides this gym. And then, you know, they travel, they see other gyms, and they really see the difference of what our community and our coaches and what we kind of offer our clients, because our gym is fully stacked with every type of equipment that you could possibly ask for. Right. I'll be very honest. We've invested so much equipment. We even have a cold tub, we have hot tubs and sauna. You know, so we've invested so much equipment. And of course, my brother, he is a physical therapist. We do run a physical therapy clinic out of here, and so we always also help and we also run a lot of rehabilitation stuff with our athletes to help them and make sure they don't get hurt. And if they do get hurt, we have something to back up them, you know, to continue their progress in our gym.
Nice. Well, definitely a lot that you do for the community and those that just visit. It sounds like very inspirational stories that you've come up with. Is there anything else that people need to know if they're interested in checking out the gym, signing up, or whatever else?
Well, I'll be up. You can kind of check us out on Instagram, Custom Fitness, on Facebook, Custom Fitness Guam, and also on our webpage, customfitnessguam.com. Yeah, honestly, just come down. So what we usually do is any type of community events or holidays, we always offer a community WOD for anyone that says, man, you know, it's a little bit expensive, and we always work out with rates of people and stuff like that, and we are with Select Care and with Net Care through Gulf Guam, things like that, and we also have some federal contracts as well, so you can always look through those avenues, things like that. But yeah, just come down to Custom Fitness, we'll help you out, you know. Yeah, they're right here in Anigua. So thank you guys so much for watching Cruising with KUAM. We'll see you on the next ride. I'm Nick, he's Paul. See you next time. Thank you.